Imagine this. You're walking down the street in Japan. Suddenly someone passes by wearing just a bra top. In New York, it's fine. In Paris, totally fine. But in Japan, people whisper, "Hey, why is she naked?" Today, we'll dive into a hot debate. UNIQLO's new commercial featuring actress Haruka Ayase. Some say it's stylish and natural. Others say it's too much skin. But the real question is, why do Japanese people still see bare skin as embarrassing? Let's break this down, while also learning super useful Japanese phrases along the way. So, here's what happened. UNIQLO released a commercial called Life and Wear, Hop Step Summer, where Haruka Ayase wears a bra top. On social media, reactions exploded. Some said it looks healthy and natural. Others said it feels like underwear. I don't feel comfortable. Key Japanese phrase, なぜ裸なの? Why is she naked? This exact phrase appeared online for many Japanese. Showing skin in public instantly triggers the idea of hadaka, naked. And hadaka is not neutral, it's loaded with meaning. You might be wondering, I thought the Japanese people love going to Sento hot spring. Basically, you're gonna be naked in front of lots of people. Yes, but it all depends on your situation, place. Let's say in pool, you see people wearing swimsuits, but you don't see people wearing swimsuits on street. That's the same thing. When you go to hot spring, that's the place you're gonna remove your clothes and take a bath. So that's why it's okay to be naked. So basically, public places, you have to be careful about what you wear. And you might want to have this question. But Japan, especially Harajuku, there's so many people wearing many fashions. Harajuku fashion, it's called. That's true. Like there are some peculiar clothes, like pretty outstanding clothes, but still that's not gonna offend others. Skin exposed clothes, such as only wearing a bra top or leggings, showing your butt or even female private zone. Well, for majority of men, we don't mind, like we enjoy watching those sceneries, but some women think women should not be watched by men like erotic images. In short, Japanese people tend to avoid things. Some people get offended or annoyed. Like I said, for majority of men, we don't mind women wearing skin exposed clothes in summer season. We don't mind. Even some men go to beach only for seeing those women on the beach. Also, this is a bit weird. Like there are so many Japanese high school girls wearing mini shorts. Like of course they don't wanna men to see their underwears, but they think that's fashionable. If that's uniform, you have to wear skirts originally, but some girls fold skirts to make it shorter to be fashionable. So Japanese girls tend to cover their upper body, but the lower body try to expose more, not for sexual appeal, make their legs longer and more fashionable. So it's pretty complicated culture. Like you rarely see Japanese girls showing their chest, but you see a lot of miniskirt girls. Then this debate, bra top, is not okay. Yeah, just wearing a bra top outside is not okay in Japan. In Western countries, in summer season, you see lots of girls wearing a bra top, leggings outside. Yeah, that's normal. But in Japan, summer season so humid, so hot. I understand you wanna wear skin exposed clothes, but you have to be careful. So I'm gonna tell you why just wearing a bra top outside is not okay in the next chapter. In Japan, skin exposure is often seen as something to be consumed. If a young woman shows skin, people say she's trying to モテる be attractive to men. If an older woman does it, people may criticize 年がいもない not age appropriate. So, the phrase 裸 equal 消費されるもの means being naked is something to be consumed, judged, sexualized. But here's a twist. It wasn't always like this in Japan. Well, when it comes to fashion, I think you should wear what you want to wear. Not getting influenced by others, celebrities, or your friends. If I don't wear these clothes, I might gonna get bullied or I'm not cool. I think that's wrong. You gonna wear what you want to wear. Even you are skinny, fat, muscular. Of course, there are some outfits that's gonna fit you. In the end, you're the one who's gonna choose and wear it. This says young woman wants to be popular among men. That's pretty normal. And for young men, they want to get popular among girls. That's also normal. Then once you're gonna get older, people gonna judge you, oh yeah, she's old, why you're still wearing this kind of clothes? That's for high school girls outfit. That's kind of annoying, right? That's called peer pressure, 同調圧力 in Japanese. We have this pressure a lot. Family pressure, friends pressure, social pressure. Maybe this is not just about in Japan. But about fashion, you have the control. You can make a decision. Don't get influenced by other people's voices. But, of course, you have to follow the manner and laws in Japan. I know there are some countries you can be naked in public, or you can wear swimsuits on street, but please don't do it. TPO matters. Time, place, occasion. If you live nearby beach, yeah, you see guys not wearing t-shirt, some girls wearing bikinis walking around. That's totally fine. But if you live in central Tokyo, now you live in Roppongi, wearing a bikini, walking on street, yeah, you might gonna be talked by a police officer. Hey miss, what are you doing? What are you wearing? You're not gonna get arrested, but you might gonna get talked by police officers. So please be careful. And 裸 equal 消費されるもの naked equals to be consumed. This is actually influenced by Western culture. I'm gonna talk about this in details in next chapter. Japan was not like this before. Because as you know, Japan is known for Sento hot spring. That was a place for community, and even mixed gender could take a bath together before. Can you believe it? Let's rewind to the Edo period. Back then, people went to public baths, 大衆浴場, men and women together. Kids played naked in rivers. It was normal. So when did nakedness become embarrassing? During the Meiji-era, late 19th century, Japan imported Western values. With Christianity came the idea. Hadaka wa hazukashi. Nakedness is shameful. Ironically, while Japan absorbed this, Europe moved on. After World War II, Europe embraced freedom, feminism, and self-expression. Today, in Paris or Berlin, you'll see people in crop tops, short shorts, or even some bathing topless. Nobody bats an eye. Meanwhile, Japan flows with that Meiji mindset. That's why UNIQLO's bra top looks perfectly normal in Europe, but scandalous in Japan. During Edo period, people took a bath together, men and women, kids playing in the river with being naked. That was totally normal. So this means we are not thinking about nakedness equal shameful before. That's why we could take a bath, men and women together, because nakedness is not shameful, sexual. But during the Meiji-era, 19th century, Christianity came into Japan. Then They taught us to be shameful, being naked in front of others. Then after World War II, Europe embraced freedom, feminism, and self-expression. It's important to stick to our culture. If that's the case, we should back to Edo period. Mixed gendered bathtub, that's pretty nice. Then when you look at Europe now, Europe is becoming like Japan's Edo period. It's ironic, right? Like Western culture, naked is not okay. Now they have the power to express themselves, human rights, then they can be naked. Our culture can be influenced by religion or other countries' culture. So it's kind of a difficult topic, right? Like globalization. If we're gonna move on globalization, our original culture might be changed. So it's pretty difficult topic. So now majority of Japanese people think being naked is shameful. We cannot be naked in front of different genders. Yeah. I don't know that's fortunate or unfortunate. Basically, our mindset is completely changed. Actually, there are limited public baths in Japan. Both men and women can enjoy. But that's very limited in Japan. And now more and more, the number of konyoku, onsen, is decreasing. Because now naked is something makes you stimulated, not a part of our daily life like before. Let's check out some real comments from people. A woman in Hong Kong said, "Everyone here wears leggings and bra tops, but when I tried, I felt the people staring. I realized the difference is they don't care if they are being looked at." A European traveler wrote, "Even older women wear short shorts. No one cares. Freedom is normal here." Another viewer pointed out, in Japan, women worry about sweat, body hair, sunburn. For Western women, skin dries quickly, hair is lighter, so it's easier. So now in many countries, nobody cares what you wear. Instead, Japan cares a lot about other people's wearing. We are going backwards. Let's go back to Edo period, everyone. Don't you think so? Now Europe is finally catching up with Edo period mindset. So our Edo period mindset was so good. Now we went backwards. We stick to that mindset. Europe moved on. What about Japan? Vocabulary: jiyū, freedom; shisen, gaze, stare. So yes, even abroad, people get stared at. But the cultural difference is, in Europe, people don't let that stop them. In Japan, people avoid the risk of being stared at in the first place. Since, like I said, we have a strong peer pressure, 同調圧力, people might be thinking what I'm wearing is strange. My parents might be thinking this way. My friends might be thinking this way. I have to be like this. Not just about clothing, even career, education, friendship, relationship, everything. The good part about living in central Tokyo, people don't care much compared to rural areas. So basically rural areas, like people know each other. They know neighbors, like neighbors' family background, like everything. But when you go to central Tokyo, you don't even know your neighbors living in the same apartment. Yeah. You might be shocked. You don't know your neighbors. In some cases, you've never seen your neighbor at once. Kind of scary though. Yeah, you don't know your neighbors, but you can sometimes hear the sound of, footsteps from upstairs. Yeah, but this exists. This is a bit off topic. So now we don't talk about pandemic. that virus anymore. But when you go to rural areas, still many people wear mask. Like even there was a survey, like if I remember correctly, over like about 80% of people wear mask, even outside. In 2025, not 2020 anymore, 2025. In Tokyo, you rarely see people wear mask now because it's too hot, humid. But when you go to rural areas, that's normal to wear mask. Still, they live in that era. Yeah, their time stopped since 2020. They keep wearing a mask. And unfortunately, kids who grew up with wearing a mask, like let's say elementary school kids, now going to junior high school, still wearing a mask because that's normal for them, a part of their life. Going to school means wearing a uniform, school uniform, wearing a mask, going to school. So anyway, even in Japan, their mindset is different in regions. Rural areas, big cities, people think differently. So what's the takeaway? UNIQLO wanted to show 健康的, healthy, and shisen, natural beauty. But in Japan, people still connect exposed skin with 性的, sexual meaning. And this cultural mismatch explains why one commercial created such a storm. And maybe it also shows something bigger. Japan is still carrying Western values from 100 years ago, while Europe has already moved past them. I know there are so many good technology made by Western countries, but about culture, maybe we should stick to our culture. Like we can incorporate using AI, ChatGPT, smartphone, internet. But about culture, if we're gonna move on to Western culture, then we tend to stick to it. Then, like I said, even 100 years ago past, we still have this mindset. But now Europe moved on. Going to be Edo period mindset. Like human rights, freedom, like self-expression. What is Japan doing? Did you know Edo was the biggest city in the world? But now Japan is economically falling down. Even GDP was third before, now fourth, maybe fifth, sixth, seventh, tenth in the future. Let's take our culture back, Japan. So, what do you think? Would you wear bra top in public in Japan, or would you feel all the shisen stares on you? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you want to go deeper in learning Japanese, you can join my private Japanese lessons on Discord. Plus, if you become a channel member, you'll unlock access to archive videos, exclusive lessons, and even behind-the-scenes content. So don't miss it, click join, and let's keep learning together. 皆さんご視聴ありがとうございました。次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。じゃあね。